And here we go.
How is it going today? Lord, it's Dwayne. We're Dwayne and Jazz. Today we have for you Falcon and the Winter Soldier episode 2. Oh my goodness.
Man.
John Walker. Let's just start with John Walker.
Okay, this will be filled with spoilers. It says it in the title, but...
That's fine.
Yeah, but 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. John Walker.
I know I don't usually cuss on this channel.
Ooh.
But he looking like a bit of a bitch to
Ooh,
me.
wow,
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, because like we started off with John Walker. We see that they were preparing him for, it seems like 2 weeks for this thing. Like, because he said, you know, they were just doing a mission somewhere. And then now he's about to be like Captain America, basically. With his partner, who's, what's his name? Lamar? Lamar, who's going to be Battlestar. And I'm like, okay, I get it, like, from his point of view, like, he's just trying to fulfill the position or whatever like that, and I was so glad they showed the scene of, like, Bucky looking at the news and seeing him, like, be Cap, basically, like, the disrespect, like, he's just like, wow, like, y'all really gonna do this, and then the fact that he's trying to get, like, close to them, like Falcon and Bucky, and be like, oh yeah, like Falcon, like you need my wingman and stuff like that.
I need Captain America's old wingman. I was like, because at first it was like, it made me feel for him. Like, I'm just trying to be my best.
I understand, yeah.
Cap I could be. Cap's legacy is huge.
And he's just.
But then when he said that he wanted to make them like, I gotta get Cap's old wingman, I was like, bruh. That's...
It's like, don't say certain things. Like y'all are not friends, okay?
Exactly.
Because first of all, Sam put that shield away so that there could be no other Captain America. Like, it's just Steve. And Bucky is mad at Sam for that because he's like, Steve chose you to be it, and now see what happened because you gave it up. And then Sam was like, no, like, I don't want to be his legacy. I didn't want that. I don't deserve that. I feel like I don't. And that should remain with Steve, which it probably should. And now they gave it to some rando that I guess he's not random, but like he did good stuff in the military, whatever. Yeah. But he don't even have no super serum.
Do you know what? That's what made me. I was like, maybe he has super. I think yet. Because we got some theories. We got some theories. But yeah, he didn't. When he said like, I'm just a regular person, I was like, so who you about to be fighting, bro?
Yeah, because they fought the Flag Smashers, like their leaders and stuff like that, and there was like the whole scene. We're not gonna go play by play.
No, we're just gonna be all over the place.
Like they were fighting them, and they had the serum in them.
They had something.
Over there fighting them like super soldiers, so they definitely have it. And fake Cap came with Battlestar, and it was like, oh, looks like you guys need some help and stuff.
Right, and started throwing his shield. I was like,
yeah, they didn't even help much. Y'all still got folded.
Yeah,
so it was just like whatever. Then they
destroyed the Red Wing. Oh, they destroyed the Red Wing.
Yeah, so I was like, oh my god. And then Cap was trying to be nice to Sam and Bucky, like, hey, like, you know, get in the car, and they're like, no, like, we don't mess with you. Like, you gotta see it from their point of view.
Exactly.
Like, this is their best friend, and they lost and everything. Like, they don't want nobody to fill his shoes or anything like that, to be close to that. Like, so you being the new Captain America, they're not gonna respect you. Like, so don't force the friendship. Like, they're not gonna, no, that's not gonna happen. And he kept forcing it, like trying to get Bucky out of jail and everything like that to try to get Bucky on his good side. And he's like, no, I still don't like you, basically. And then, like, he said the words, and he was like, okay, well, get the hell out my way then. And that's when I was like, okay, now I want to fight you. Now I want to fight you. Because I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. He was just trying to be nice. Because, like, those are the people that Steve was close to, so he was trying to get close to them, which I get. But...
No, at the end of the episode, I was like, okay, I'm kind of feeling for him. At the end, I was like, nah, he
said, stay the hell out of my way.
I was like, ooh.
When he said that, I was just like, I'm sorry, do you have super soldier serum in you?
No.
Because you don't. And
Bucky
don't make Bucky relapse. Don't make him relapse and go back to Winter Soldier. Because you don't want it. Because y'all got folded by the Flag Smashers. So what you think you're going to do against Wakandan arm Winter Soldier? What you going to do?
White Panther.
Like, the White Wolf. What you gonna do against him? You gonna get folded twice as hard. Like, don't do that. Cause I'm like, you lucky that I'm not Bucky. I would have turned around like, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, but
not strong.
But they also was like, we're gonna take back the shield, and that's when Sam had to remind Bucky, because Bucky was like, on Demon Time.
Yeah, he was like, I'm gonna get that shield
I want to take that shield back. He said, we just can't take the shield. I don't want to be living. I don't want to be. Remember when we was on these for 2 years? I don't want to do that again.
Can't just go steal it.
So we gotta make him give us the shield back somehow, some way. And then we still have the flag smashers smashing away. I think they're like taking vaccines and stuff to try to give it to people that were displaced from the blip, because now they're displaced. They have nowhere to go. Life has changed for the 5 years.
Yep.
And the government look like they ain't helping these people out.
And then they introduced Isaiah and his son.
Yeah.
Not his son, but his grandson,
Eli. Which I think is going to be, we probably know it's going to be Young Avenger. They've been setting up the Young Avengers, the whole time. And then that's when Bucky told Sam that there was another black Captain America.
Yeah, that nobody knew about. That fought Bucky in World War II when he was brainwashed under Hydra. Mm-hmm. And come to find out, his story is very dark. And in the comics, well, at least in the comics, like he was experimenting on, and so were him and 300 other soldiers, African-American soldiers,
because they wanted to recreate
at Domino's
Steve Rogers. And he was the only one that survived.
There's many people. No, there's other people that survived, but he was one of the few that
did. He's one of the few that that did. And they basically just, he spent 30 years in the MCU version. He spent 30 years in jail. Mm-hmm. And we don't want to say too much, because we don't know how the MCU's version is going to be, but basically it stems from the Tuskegee experiments.
And they were trying to keep it secret.
Yeah, they were trying to keep it secret and everything. That's why Sam didn't know. And basically, they had to see where he had like something in his hand. He just threw it against the wall and because
he still has it.
He still has the strength in him.
Yeah.
Even though he's an old man, and so that's basically based off of the Tuskegee experiment, where they was basically
injecting syphilis
into black men, trying to
give them free healthcare.
The real thing that the United States government did. And they're kind of like tying that in with what's going on. Mm-hmm. And then they had this part where it was like Sam and Bucky were talking in the street, and the police pulled up, and then they was about to say, "Is he bothering you, sir?" Like it was.
Yeah, that was the thing that was like getting us like, here it is. Because like for one thing, they said it in Baltimore. Like, Baltimore is already a rough city.
Baltimore is very rough, and we're from Maryland.
It's highly policed.
Yeah, we're from Maryland. It's very bad over there.
It's bad.
Drug problem, a lot of crime. It's definitely one of the top cities in the United States that has a lot of crime. Mm-hmm. We don't live that far away from there.
But it's bad. And then the police people like coming out, and then they're basically asking if Bucky is okay and not Sam, and they're like, "Oh, is Sam bothering you?" Basically, because
Yeah.
So they're just like, "Oh, we see
racism.
We see this. So are you okay? Did he do something to you?"
Yeah.
And then they realize that he's an Avenger, and they're like, "Oh, we apologize, Mr. Wilson." Now it's a Mr. They were asking for his ID and everything, and now that they found out he's an Avenger, like, "Oh, my bad.
You look different."
Oh, like
you look different with your goggles on. Right. I was like.
They said all we saw was this, and we just assumed, like it was just. It was
and then they arrested Bucky because he had a warrant because he was supposed to go to his mandatory. She's like his CEO therapist to make sure he's fine, and that's when
he didn't go to
U.S. agent, aka Captain America, John Walker, bailed, tell them like they're with me, they're gonna
like they're gonna help.
Who took you out? Me, Captain America.
Yeah, he's like, I did that, so work with me.
Yeah.
And they're still like, nah, because you have to still go through a lot of permissions and everything to do what you got to do. We are free agents. We don't have to do that, so we could go do our own thing. And that's when he said, "Well, get the hell out of my way."
Yep.
I was man.
And then they had like the CEO, like the therapist. I call it TO, therapist officer. We used to work with John Walker, which is crazy. I'm like, you kind of been.
Well, she said that she used
Dr.
to be.
Rayner, she used to be. I'm like, okay. And then she was like, so basically she was like, told them to get together, and then that's when we finally learned more about why Bucky was so angry that he gave the shield away, and it's because Steve chose you.
About that,
he was wrong about
him changing. Basically.
Exactly, and I was just like,
so I was just like,
I felt that. I was
like, that is sad.
That is
sad.
sad.
And then come to find out at the end, they're gonna go talk to Zemo.
Right.
And I was like, ooh. I was like, the man that is responsible for Civil War. I was like,
it's time.
And then they mentioned,
what did they mention?
What's his name? Power.
Oh, Power Broker.
Power Broker. I was about to say Power Banker for some reason. Power Broker.
Power of the banks. No, Power Broker.
Power Broker.
And because they was like, the Flag Smashers was like basically on the run, and people were basically helping them. They treated like as though Robin Hood.
Mm-hmm. And Power Broker was after like the leader.
Yeah, because
of their little group. Because I'm guessing that that's why they're super soldiers, because they took the serum that didn't belong to them, and he wants them.
He wants them now, and people are speculating that Power Broker's Mephisto. So I'm just like, that Power Broker might be an alias for Thunderbolt Ross, maybe, and that he was like doing something with the super soldier serum or something like that, because they said that's how Bruce Banner was created, because Thunderbolt Ross wanted to.
Ashley Home Store's anniversary.
Create, super soldiers, always super soldiers, and created the Hulk instead. So we're gonna see. I'm take that with a grain of salt. We're gonna see what happens with the Power Broker and stuff like that. But
just know I don't like Cap. I don't like this new Cap.
In the beginning episode, I was feeling for him. I was feeling for him in the beginning.
I felt for him, like, okay, yeah, you just trying to do your job, like, I get it. And then you said that last sentence, I'm like, all right,
yeah,
you done lost you talking a little too reckless.
Real reckless, Mr. Regular Human.
You talking real reckless to be a regular human versus somebody that's a whole super soldier assassin. You don't want to mess with that. Like,
exactly.
You don't want them issues.
Yeah, you don't want them issues, bro.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm
He's
definitely
trying to change.
Yeah, he's trying his best.
You're gonna make him go back to that.
Relax, bro. He's gonna relax.
Right.
But yeah, the episode, I give it definitely a 10 out of 10. This episode felt super lengthy. I feel like they got a lot done.
They did.
It was really good. It definitely touched more upon the race issues that still plague the United States today, and I appreciate them for not, not staring away from it.
Yeah.
Because a lot would be just scared away from it. Oh, so we just want to keep it superhero and stuff like that, and not delve into
like this is
what
still
it really
real
is.
Life. Like this is what Sam has to deal with, even after all the great stuff that he did. He's still being prejudiced against. Like,
exactly, it's crazy.
It doesn't matter.
It's crazy.
Because it's not like you could take you could take the suit off. You can't take this off.
You can't take exactly.
So it's like.
It's just it's refreshing to see to see it, So I'm excited to see what happens. We got 4 more episodes. Why? Well, 4 more episodes, and it feels like it might be moving fast, because I feel like they're getting a lot done in these episodes.
They are.
But I feel like it's moving fast because there only is 6 episodes, so they got to get it done.
But I like
quickly.
it though. I don't think they're doing it. I don't think they're rushing it.
Yeah.
At the same time, like, they're getting a lot done, but I don't think they're rushing it.
Yeah.
That's what I like about it.
Yeah, that's what I like about it too.
Like I feel like I'm enjoying this more than I am like when I did WandaVision, because WandaVision is like you have to sit there and like try to piece stuff together. Like, okay, like what does this mean? Like, okay, what is that? Why is that color and everything?
I kind of enjoyed WandaVision. I kind of enjoyed WandaVision more though, because the theorizing though, like this, oh my god,
turned out to be just people just over theorizing. And
yeah.
versus this is just cut and dry.
Oh yeah, that's why I said in the beginning. Yeah, that's why I said in the beginning. This was supposed to be the first series.
Yeah. In
the Disney Plus era of shows, Marvel shows. This was supposed to be the first one that people is grounded to earth. Well, they just, staying just really understandable. You ain't had the magic, know really much about, much. And you just get into it. So this was supposed to be the first series. WandaVision was definitely, you gotta know what's going on.
Yeah.
And I did enjoy our times thinking everything was like this mask right here is Mephisto. Like I enjoyed all that, but
I saw a meme that somebody took the Rhodey,
and then it was like him,
it was like him with his eyebrows, and it was like
you see that M Mephisto. So I just enjoy the memes now of it, and I enjoy the show. I cannot wait to see what happens next.
I can't wait.
And they introduce Power Broker. I'm
sorry, when I think of broker, I think of like money. I'm like, okay.
And then they got to go see Zemo. Ooh, that I wonder how that's gonna be.
I can't wait to see that interaction.
That's gonna be something definitely.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's gonna be a little comedic. He's gonna be a little comedic. Zemo's gonna be a little comedic. No, Zemo. Like, you Avengers coming.
I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna be joking.
I don't know.
He's under confinement right now.
Yeah, he is.
So I don't know if he's gonna be joking.
And I wonder how he's gonna get out. You think it's gonna be like Thunderbolts Ross like pulling a switch or something like that and letting him out?
Who knows?
He's like, I need you out to do this to make the Thunderbolts.
Maybe.
Yeah, we gonna see. Anyway, guys, comment below. Let's know what you think.
Don't forget to like.